What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pal Block. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Deering, and alongside me, as always, that beautiful, dark chocolate man over there, Edward Barnell.
Come on, someone put Pocket Rocky on Switch. That's what I want. Hi, everybody.
I was gonna say I'm so glad you're here, but after that comment, I'm not sure if I am glad.
You know, I would
be
be
concerned.
Where Pocket Rocky never came out on anything besides the Super Nintendo, so it'll be good for it to come back out. Virtual console.
How you doing, Ed?
I'm doing great, doing wonderful. Didn't even start my Persona 5 yet. I just got the collection and just kept everything on the box and just put up the pictures.
I saw that. It was very beautiful. I'm very jealous. I get paid tomorrow, maybe. Persona. So here's the thing. Before we get into everything, the quick version is I beat Zelda yesterday. Yeah, last night.
Monday.
Yeah. Gosh, this week it's only Tuesday. It's been such a long week. Yeah, I beat Zelda last night, and I'm finishing up a couple of side quests and stuff. And I don't want to go back to Horizon right away because it's, even though they're different games, it's too similar. So my plan was to do Mass Effect, but everybody's saying that game is not great. So and I need that palate cleanser game. And I have a $25 off any one item at GameStop. So maybe Persona 5 might be that next game. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I probably hold on to it. Oh well, if it expires, then yeah, go ahead and get.
It expires on the 15th. So.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like Horizon and Zelda are, like I said, are two separate games. So I mean, because I'm still about to sim both of them, and I think I decided to do like a lot of the main quests in Horizon, and then I'll just come back to whatever the small quest is later on.
Yeah. So like, I need that palate cleanser game, but I'm still loving Zelda, and like I'm really working on finishing up the side quests. I guess we'll just go into what we've been playing, because like I'm gonna have a little thing to say about Zelda. So I beat Zelda, and after you beat the game, it reveals your stats, like what side quests you're missing, what shrine quests you're missing. Like it doesn't tell you which ones you're missing, but it tells you how many you've done out of how many there are in the game. And you know, I know how many Korok seeds I need, so like those are the things I'm gonna be working on for a while. But you know, like 2 weeks ago, I found all 120 shrines. I'm missing 6 shrine quests. So I found the shrines without doing the quests for them. And like I was like, well, what does this mean? Does this mean DLC's coming? What does this mean? So I was on like GameFAQs and Reddit and stuff. I was looking at if anybody else had this particular issue. And a lot of people have this issue. They're like, yeah, we went, like, everybody hits that point where they're trying to find, like, they hit that point where they're like, okay, I just want to clean up stuff. So they look for guides, and like the shrines, people were looking for shrines, and you can find the shrines without actually doing the quests to get them. So they're saying if you find the people that give the shrine quests, if you've completed the shrine already, the quest will autocomplete right there. So I was like, whew, I thought I broke the game or something. I was really worried. But you know, after I find those shrine quests, I only have 2 side quests left. And I'm getting ready to turn another one in. So like I only have 1 side quest left. And from there on, it's Korok seeds and the compendium, which I actually have about 2/3 of that compendium filled out without even trying.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm going to take a picture of this. Oh, I'm going to take a picture of that. And the one thing I was super worried about, the bosses of the divine beasts do not count towards your compendium. So I'm like, yes, I did not miss them. I'm so happy.
Okay.
So everything for the compendium can be found within the world. So I'm
that's
I'm
really
thrilled. Yeah. And like somebody printed out, or somebody went online and did a guide for the compendium, and it's an interactive one. So if you need something, it shows you if you click on it, they have starred on the map everywhere that this item or this monster is located.
Yeah.
So you can go take a picture of it. So I'm going to complete it because it's relatively easy to do, except unless you're doing animals, you need to sneak up on them and stuff. But it's relatively easy to do. So I'm close, this close. The hardest thing is going to be the Korok seeds because I didn't have as many as I thought I did. I need 106, or I need 806 Korok seeds
in total.
But that's how many I need. More I need. So that quest starts tomorrow, I guess. But percent Zelda, and I'm really excited to 100% it, because when that DLC drops this summer, I'm going to be ready because I've already done everything and I will be ready for more. This game, 100. This is the first time I've spent this much time in one game, and I'm like, man, I'm thinking about creating another profile on my Switch just so I can start a new game.
Wow.
And that's even like, how much time I've put into Destiny, and even that is like, feels like I don't know if I want to go back. But like Zelda's like, yes, I want to play this game again and use the knowledge that I've learned playing the game the first time and go through and see what I can do different. This game is so good. And like the last battle was just awesome. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. It was so cinematic and so big and so just I don't really know how to describe it, but it was so unlike any other Zelda game. Because the last 3 Zelda games I played were so I played Twilight Princess HD, and like as fun as that game is, and as much fun as I have in that game, that last battle with Ganon is not epic at all. It's you're in the middle of a field with a sword, and that's kind of what it comes down to. The part before that's fun, with the beast Ganon is fun, but and then like Wind Waker, like, battle's cool, but it's not like super flashy or anything. And then Majora's Mask is like, I mean, really easy if you have the Fierce Deity stuff. So like, I mean, those are the last 3 Zelda games I played, and like this boss battle, entering the final boss's room, is so cool. I don't want to give anything away, but it is just so cool. And then like the boss battle is like 2 parts, and once you beat that first part, the way you go into the second part is oh my gosh. And the cinematic with Zelda, and it's just like I can't wait for you to beat this game so we can talk about that ending. And like Matt and I were talking that we want to have a Zelda spoiler cast after you and him beat the game so we can all talk about it, because this game is just so special. But that ending, man.
Well, I'm almost there. I got to get one more Guardian, and then I got to get the Master Sword, and hopefully the Hyrule Shield, and then I will be done with the game. I am in the Lost Woods, but I keep messing up at the second part, so I keep getting sent back to the halfway point. I was looking at the fire and the wind, and it's not helping. The wind is not blowing it for me to see what direction I need to go.
You have to stop till we get the fire to blow in a direction. Like you have to stop moving, and then fire will blow in a direction, and then you just kind of have to inch your way forward and stop again, inch your way forward, stop again. It's like you can't, like, I got really confused at the Lost Woods, and it was super frustrating. But then I was like, walk, and I just walked a little bit and walked a little bit further.
But you only gotta do that once, right?
Yeah, because once you get to where you need to go, where the Master Sword is, like, there's a shrine there, and then you can just warp there.
Okay.
But then on that island, there's 3 more shrines that you need to walk to. That, like, they're quests that the Koroks give you, like, right there where the Master Sword is. You can get quests in there, and they'll send you on quests to these different shrines, and that makes it a lot easier to walk to. But yeah, Zelda, the ending was so good. And like my favorite thing, it's not really a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler, but like, all I'm gonna say is that the last shot in that game is how they revealed the game.
Oh, how everything started.
Yeah, which is like, that's just totally made the game come full circle, and it just made me so happy.
But that's good. That really is good.
But man, this game is so good. I can't wait to, like, I have to work really early in the morning, but I cannot wait to, like, lay in bed and just play this game for a little bit before I go to bed.
In other words, you're gonna be playing again tonight.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be 1 o'clock in the morning and be like, you need to go to bed.
Kinda, yeah. Yep.
You'll be like, I need this one more seed. I'm like, dang it, Corey. Now I'm playing it.
I know. Oh, it's so good. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna play next, because like, I've been so into this universe for a month now, and it's just like, I'm almost done. What do I do now? Like, secondary game at this point, but I don't have a game to start now.
Don't you got Tokyo Mirage? Did you got Tokyo Mirage?
I do.
Session?
I do, but the Wii U is out in the living room, and like, my wife uses it to watch Netflix and Amazon and stuff. So like, it's kind of, I can't use it yet right now.
Yeah, because I know after I'm done with Horizon, because I'm getting a forced vacation. My store manager, she's giving me a vacation that I didn't plan for, but I had to use the hours up before I lose them. That's like $400 some, like $450 some that I'll be missing if I don't use it. So she's giving me like that whole week of Easter off. So
nice.
So I'll have Zelda beat by then. But like Horizon, hopefully Paper Mario Tokyo Mirage Session, I'll finish up. I start on, and then I'll start on Persona 5, because once Final Fantasy 12 drops, it's on and popping. But I still be playing.
Yeah, that comes out soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, and well, a certain thing is happening at the end of the month that I can't wait, and it deals with a certain game. So that's going to be very entertaining. So
nice. Yeah. So I need to look for something new to play. I see the Horizon box staring me in the face.
Right. I mean, like, I know I say work on Horizon. If not, I do start working. Start working on Bomberman.
I mean, yeah, but I do have the Last Guardian sitting here.
Oh, that one.
I haven't played that yet.
That'll probably only take you 2 or 3 days, depending on how much time you invest. Like, that game is good.
I forgot. I have the Last Guardian and Gravity Rush sitting here, and I really, really want to play Gravity Rush. So maybe I'll play that. That'll be a good palate cleanser, I think.
Yeah, there's just shoot, dude. I got to hook up my Xbox One and update it, and so I can start playing all those other games on it. Because, like, I kind of The Witcher 3. I really need to start too.
There's so many
Which
games right now.
right. Shoot. And there's still the games that I need to buy, like Nier, Ghost Recon, Mass Effect, Andromeda. Like I need to buy that. And then
I still need to finish the Spectre of Torment campaign for Shovel Knight.
I need to finish Shovel Knight.
Oh, I forgot Snake Pass came out. I need to play that too.
Yeah, and then Ukulele comes out next week, so I got to get that on Xbox One to play it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Switch version of Ukulele.
I'm a double dip for it on Switch.
Yeah, as much as I want to play that game right now, I'm waiting. I need to wait on that. So
yeah. But Zelda, I need to find a little bit more shrines. I didn't know that. I think I'm missing one more. I was missing some more towers. I'm like, I thought I had all the towers, and I did it. So I think after I do the Lost Woods, there's another section that it connects to. I think I got to get that tower. Then that one would be the last. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and get the Guardian. I do want to get all 20 hearts. If not, because
I'm at 30 hearts in this game.
Oh, that is right. 30 hearts because I'm at 15. I'm at the halfway point, so I got to do a couple more shrines and then go ahead and beat it.
The thing is though, like the way like the hearts and the stamina wheel play out, like I feel like that the DLC is going to have one major story dungeon thing in it, and then 12 more shrines, so you can even that all out. Because like not having a full stamina wheel is really bugging my OCD. But then I wanted all 30 hearts because if I was missing 3 hearts, that was going to mess with me.
Don't tell me you got OCD now, because yeah, in this
for
OCD,
this game I do.
Oh, well, that
for
is
this game
true,
I
yes.
do.
It is true.
I mean, I usually don't, but like when it comes to Zelda, it kicks in. I just need to do everything, and if something's not right or something, man,
right,
it's like Zelda.
That's kind of how Horizon is. It's just like I want to do these quests to get these items and gear and stuff, but I'm just like, it's too much. It's too much to do to actually do the one thing that you need to do. There's too many steps. And I feel like in Zelda, you don't really have to worry about that. Like, you could take the quest and never get to it, but sometimes you might just do something and might end up doing a quest without you even noticing that you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it doesn't take too much.
Like I said, I missed 6 shrine quests, but I already completed the shrines. So like, I just need to find the shrine quests that I'm missing on a list and go to those locations and finish them. So
yeah, because I'm doing the one that's on the Snow Peak by Garuda's Village, and I guess I got to cast a shadow over.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
So I was just like, what the heck do I have to do? And then I got to redo the Dunder one. The Dunder Plains. I got to redo that one. What's in the right color. And then the shrine will pop up. I got to do that one.
Yeah, that one was rough. That one was hard. I couldn't find all the balls at first. Because one's like way out of the way.
Yeah, you gotta have one of the Guardian's powers to get to it. I'm like, oh dang it now.
Yeah. It was that one was weird.
and there's just like more stuff. I'm like, dang, I didn't even know this was here. So I just gotta start working more to it. 3 Guardians down, 1 more Guardian to go. Get some more hearts and shrines, and I'll be done with Zelda for probably a week and a half and be like, okay, now it's time for me to return to this game. Because like Horizon, I really want to beat quickly. And because I really
Yeah.
want to get to Persona the week that I'm on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing about Persona is like I can't play it on Switch. Like that would be the perfect game for Switch to sit on the couch and just grind through some stuff and like go through some dialogue choices or go through one of the dungeons. And I'm just like,
with the Shin Megami Tensei series, they got too many of them on 3DS. Because really, Persona is the only Atlas game I think from the Shin Megami Tensei series that's on consoles, and it's always been a Sony console besides Persona Q on 3DS.
yeah, I wonder how much Sony ponies up for that exclusivity for Persona.
Depending on how much they paid when it came out on PS1.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, man, now that like I've been playing so much Switch and the convenience of playing handheld mode, like everybody I've talked to that's played Switch has said this, like everything they want everything on Switch now because of the convenience.
They're not going to bring it, and we already had this discussion. So I mean, it would be nice for those games to be on Switch, but they're not going to do it because they think it's underpowered. And I'll just be like, okay, so even if it is underpowered, I bet you 5 times y'all going to be trying to steal ideas for whatever Nintendo puts out, so y'all can put into y'all game to put on other systems. So,
man, this console is like, it's changed everything. It's changed everything for me.
And it's still selling out. It is still selling out.
Yeah.
And I think even if stores got flooded with a lot of Switches, I think it would still sell out.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would too. Like every time it's available on Amazon or Best Buy or something, everybody's like, go get it. And every time I click on the link that somebody's posted on Facebook or Twitter or something, like it's already sold out online at least.
Yeah.
So,
but
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say, but just people just keep looking up, keep checking. Eventually, you'll get a Switch.
Yeah, I mean the sales are doing phenomenal. It's already past 2 million units in a month. That's a solid launch. Like that's solid, and like they're bringing Switches out. Like it's not like the Wii situation where like maybe you get 2 or 3 in, and then you'd have to wait a month before someone else got something. Like they're coming out. It's just people want the system really bad and want to play Zelda, and like they just want to go get it. So
yeah,
I'm glad. I'm really glad that selling well, and I'm really glad that like Zelda's great, and that's putting out a bunch of supplementary games for it. Like I still think Shovel Knight and Binding of Isaac and Fast Racing Neo or Snipper Clips are all awesome supplementary games to Zelda, and like it's just I'm very happy. I'm very happy that Nintendo's seeing success in this thing.
Right, Blaster Master Zero, World of Goo, Shovel Knight, like yeah, the games are coming, and the games that's on there, people are talking about and playing. I think for right now, people who are really talking about a game will be Mass Effect Andromeda, but that's more about the problems they have with the game. But it's still Breath of the Wild talk everywhere you see it. So.
Yeah, every single game that's come out this spring has gotten Zelda. Like how awesome was Horizon for 3 days until Zelda came out? Then nobody talked about Horizon.
Right.
And now it's a month later and everybody's still talking about Zelda.
I mean, and people are talking about
everybody.
Horizon. Well, yeah. I mean, people are talking about Horizon, how much is sold, like 2.7 million or whatever. And that's good for a new IP. That's good for a Sony console.
Yeah.
But even if you have the sales, and people are still just talking about your game consistently without, which is being blown away with everything they find. That's more important than what any cell does. Because you can even look at Overwatch; it did tons of sales, but people are still talking about some of the content and everything. Now they're not talking like Breath of the Wild is, but they're just talking about this is my favorite character, and I can't wait for this DLC, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, I still think like there's been a lot of things coming out recently that Blizzard is talking about putting some of its games on Switch, and it makes me really excited. And as I would really love a Diablo style game on Switch or Overwatch. I would love Overwatch on Switch because I am a big Overwatch fan, but I don't play it that much because, I mean, shoot me, but I enjoy spending time with my wife, but I also enjoy my game time, and the Switch has allowed me to do both simultaneously. And like, I don't want to play Overwatch via Vita. I'm sorry. I just don't. It's terrible. It's terrible. Ever trying to play a shooter on remote play is god awful. And like the Switch allows me to just play the game. So
exactly.
I mean, and I don't know if they'll ever do it, but I would just love those games. But
I think a lot of companies talk big and be like, well, we really want to do it. I'm like, no, you have the manpower to do it. You just choose not to do it. It's not that you can't do it. If you are a developer team that's able to brag and market a game on the other systems, why can you not do the same thing for a Nintendo console? Why? What's holding you back from taking time to develop a game on a Nintendo console? You have the development kit, so why can't you and your team put any kind of effort to make a game? And it don't even have to be a big, huge game. It could be a small game that plays fun. If you're a developer who could brag about PS4, Xbox One, and all the stuff could do, why can't you bring that mentality over to a Nintendo console?
And like, I think the big litmus test for these companies right now, I think a lot of people are watching to see, like, because as awesome as Overwatch is, I don't know if it's as mainstream as a FIFA or Madden or an NBA 2K or Skyrim. And I honestly think that those companies like Blizzard are waiting to see if Skyrim and those sports games sell well this fall before they make any type of decision. Because there still hasn't been a big third party game on Switch. I mean, they're coming. They are surely coming. Street Fighter, Rhyme, Skyrim, all those sports games I just mentioned, Octopath Traveler, those games are all coming. Mainstream titles, I think Blizzard and companies like Blizzard are waiting to see how well those do, and then they will put out some sort of like game of the year holiday bundle.
Well, the thing with Blizzard is it's weird that Overwatch is and something that you guys would like to discuss. But if your employees are coming to your job with all the switches and all they're talking about, wouldn't that say something about how popular the system is? Like, if you're seeing it right in front of you, this is your viewpoint in front of your eyes. Your employees are coming in with switches and enjoying themselves. Why not be like, you know what? Maybe we should just get a team and do some research and development and see if a level could run on Switch. And then let's ask Nintendo, what would happen if we put out a small demo? It's not a guarantee that it's a sale or anything, but a free small demo just to see if this game could run on the system and how people will react.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea. And also, I think that another reason, like, the big thing about Overwatch and games like that are the microtransactions, and Nintendo's eShop isn't exactly set up for that at this moment. You know, maybe they're waiting for that big eShop update to show, hey, look, we're willing to put games like Overwatch on here. Here's their microtransaction system. We're willing to support that style of microtransaction system, similar to what Xbox Live and PlayStation Network do. You want to buy your loot boxes? Here you go. It's here. You know, you want to buy skins or do whatever? Here it is. Like, I think that Blizzard needs that sort of infrastructure set up before they can put a game on there too. So in more terms of Blizzard, I think they're waiting for that to be put in place before they put the game out, because that would help them as a company immensely once that put up.
I mean, well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Like it's not that Nintendo's online infrastructure doesn't work now. It's just that, you know, that will be a stronger people will have stronger connections. People will have the ability to buy Overwatch and the loot boxes and the things that they want to do. So that's just my opinion.
They just want to bring the pay to win mentality over, you know, in a sense.
Pay to win for Overwatch?
Yeah.
There's no pay to win in there. It's all cosmetic stuff. Everything that you can buy from their store is cosmetic.
But you could get those games within the game without having to buy nothing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no like you don't buy like armor or weapons or anything. Like every character has their own unique stuff already. Everything that you buy in Overwatch is purely cosmetic. There's no pay to win, which is probably the best part of that game. So but why don't we get into some of these topics, because there's a couple I really want to dive into, especially that mysterious Sega countdown. But we're going to end on that because we want to keep the audience engaged, because that's yeah, that's how excited I am. Cave Story Plus will have a physical release on Switch.
Yes.
Another physical copy. I played Cave Story a long time ago, but it's super fun, and I think it's going to be great on the Switch.
Yeah, I played
every other game.
I played it on the Wii, and I seen it run on PC when it first came out. But when it came to Wii, I brought the game in. It's fun. It's challenging, but it's fun.
Yeah. And the good part about this is Cave Story, the physical copy, will when it comes out, will be the same price across all platforms. So I'm super happy. There's also a rumor that publisher, they also publish Binding of Isaac on Switch. They will also be publishing 1001 Spikes and Hydra. Those are two other rumored physical versions to be coming, even though they are already confirmed for download. So the more physical copies, the better. I'm all for it, especially on Switch.
Yeah.
I love the carts, and I love the boxes. The boxes look so cool, all lined up next to each other. Once like
it's guaranteed sales for those companies, because people, even though cartridges, whatever the cost they may be, people are just like, I've been here. More people are buying physical on Nintendo systems than on any other system. Like, people could be like, oh, with Xbox One and PS4, I'll just go digital. Where everybody knows that if you don't get your physical copy, or that copy that you want for this first release of this game on the Switch, it's going to probably be a while or a hard time getting one. And you're going to have to pay some money to get it.
Yeah. Another thing is, what was I going to say? I had a thought and I missed it. Oh, also a rumored very limited physical release from Limited Run Games of I Am Setsuna for an American physical copy. It's probably going to be a little more expensive just because it seems to be going that way. For Switch games, probably like $49.99 instead of $39.99 download.
Oh,
but
people will buy it. People will buy it.
But I was talking to someone in one of the Nintendo Facebook groups I'm in. They bought a physical copy of I Am Setsuna from Play Asia, I want to say. They imported it, and as long as your system is set to English and stuff, it's automatically translated the game for him. And I was like, shoot, wow. I kind of want a physical copy of I Am Setsuna. Because like I've been wanting to play that game for so long, but I've been waiting for a physical copy because I'm a big physical copy guy, especially when it comes to Nintendo. You know, I will download a game here or there if it's on sale or whatever, but like I really want physical copies, and I'm super right now. My big thing is steel books, like physical copies with steel books. I'm really looking for like not necessarily a collector's edition, but like I'm really looking for a Rise of the Tomb Raider steelbook right now that's cheap and doesn't come with the collector's edition. So that's like my thing right now. But if I can get an I Am Setsuna physical copy, I will buy it right away.
Yeah, I would too.
So those are just a couple of the games. Cave Stories confirmed physical copy, and then those other ones are rumored. But definitely, Cave Story will probably be a day one purchase for me.
And dude, and people been tweeting Square Enix saying they're using the hashtag localized men so they can get the second that was 3 here.
That's a good transition because that's where I was going next.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So people have been tagging, like really been telling Square Enix how they want the Secret of Mana collection here in America for Switch. People really want that game. And Square Enix, you know, would be Square Enix would miss out on a lot of money. You know, even though it's going to take some money to localize it, to localize 1 and 3, or just localize 3. People will, I think, the investment in the localization would be worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of love for those games. I honestly, I never really even played any of them, to be quite honest with you. But like, this would be an awesome reason for me to jump into these games if they came here. You know, and I would love to have them as a Switch collection, just as like a throwback Super Nintendo style thing. So I am actually going to tweet at Square Enix right now, and I really want these games to come here. So
hashtag localized mana.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So that was a good call, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a great transition, Ned. Air 5. Woo! We're on the same page. We're like 2/3 of an Oreo. Delicious. Man, I'm really bad with jokes today. But the next thing is there's a crowd-funded Switch charge battery that can lock onto the back of your Switch, supposedly. And it looks like it has HDMI out. So it would act as a second dock, sort of. Gives you it's in beta test right now. It's being kickstarted. Attaches to the back of your Switch screen and gives you approximately 10 to 15 more hours of gameplay. So some of the beta test times for this Switch charge battery for your Switch, Zelda, they got 10 hours and 40 minutes without charging. Fast RMX, they got 13 and a half hours.
Dang.
Shovel Knight, almost 15 hours of play. So, I mean, this is definitely an interesting thing. The only problem is that for how thin it is and how sturdy the construction is, it could, if you jump in early, it could cost you anywhere from $75 to $100, which, that's kind of a I mean, I don't know how good this battery is or how sturdy it is. I know I just bought a battery pack for vacation that will give me about 20 hours for $30 on Amazon. But I mean, if you want it directly attached to your Switch and you don't want it dongling off your, I mean, it's a good thing. So
Exactly.
if you, I guess it just depends on how much money you have to throw at your Switch and how much you really care about an external battery pack. I mean, I have a USB cable in my battery pack, so I'm good for now. But hey, more power to you. It's a cool looking device, though. I mean, it looks like it fits right on the Switch, so it's cool. I don't know if it's $75 to $100 cool.
Right.
So sorry. Wow. Okay, so last thing I kind of want to talk about before we get into this Sega countdown. Sad news, Rhyme on Switch may be delayed to Q3 2017. And I am really looking forward to Rhyme, and I really want to play it on Switch because it looks like that's where this game belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Just that aesthetic and that gameplay looks like that's where it belongs. And it on my pre-order receipt, it said it was supposed to come out while I was on vacation, and now it's being delayed. I'm really sad that this game's getting delayed.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's fine that's going to get delayed because, I mean, if it would have came out around the summertime, I'm like, this is going to get destroyed by people's backlog, by people still playing Splatoon, maybe more announcements from E3. So, and then people probably who already made a decision of not getting it on Switch has already played it on PS4, Xbox One. So, I mean, Rhyme has to really sell, not sell as in numbers, but it has really got to sell itself as a really great game. Like 9 or higher, it has to be. Nothing else under 9 will. I mean, maybe an 8.5, but it has to be 9 or higher for this game to be recognized as a success, for people to be getting it and start talking.
Yeah. I mean, I really think this game looks like a mixture of Journey and Wind Waker. Like, I think, like, I'm watching the trailer right now, and this game looks, it just looks beautiful. Like, the way the environments look in the character design, and like the way looks like you get to control the animals and stuff. It just, I mean, it just looks really good. And I was actually looking to dive deep into this game. This was going to be my game after Zelda, and now it's like, I don't know if it's going to be. Just so
yeah. Well,
but I mean, if that's what they need to make the game run better on Switch and make it, feel better while you're playing it on Switch, then you always delay a game if you don't think it's going to be good enough. Mass Effect is a great example. That should have been a game that should have been delayed, but so.
Well, definitely with Rhyme, it can be released around the time Destiny 2 come out. Like that day Destiny 2 comes out, that should be the only video game coming out. Anything else is going to get trampled by the game.
Yeah. Yeah. So. If you're looking forward to Rhyme, delayed. Sorry. Oh, whoa, what? Okay, so before we get to the Sega countdown, there's one last thing. Amazon, there's an Amazon listing for a Shovel Knight art book. 184 pages of concept designs of characters and stuff. So if you're a Shovel Knight fan, yeah, it's 184 page hardback book, tons of art featured from the game, and stuff includes stuff that wasn't used in the game. So that's super cool. Probably gonna check it out. Not gonna lie, I like me a good art book. So, yeah. What I mean, yeah, that's it. Okay, so the big news for this episode is Sega has posted a Bayonetta countdown scheduled for next Tuesday, it looks like, if my math is correct on days. Sega and the other day when this countdown started, it was just a black image with a timer. Now in the background, it is now Bayonetta's shoe and a red like a red ribbon and some bullets.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I really hope that they are announcing Bayonetta 3, and I really hope Nintendo went out of their way to make this an exclusive again. Because Bayonetta 2 was a huge get for them, and I feel like it did well there.
Right. Well, we should see if it's going to be the Bayonetta HD release of one for PS4, Xbox One, because that could also happen. But
Nintendo funded and published it. That's the only reason why I don't think it's an Xbox One, PS4 announcement of Bayonetta 2.
No, I'm saying a Bayonetta 1 HD remake.
Oh,
like they fixed all the problems and stuff, and like DMC Devil May Cry, how they did that for Xbox One. If they did the first one for Bayonetta on those two systems, they would fix those stuff.
I don't think they would have a countdown for an HD re-release of Bayonetta, dude. Okay, so I'm looking at this image, and maybe I'm looking too much into it. But there are 3 bullet casings. There are 3 ribbons. There's too many things that have to do with the number 3 in this image, Ed. I feel like I should send you this link. There's too many things in here going on that have to do with the number 3. There are 3 bullet casings. There are, well, maybe there's only 2 ribbons, but there's a lot of. I feel like it's Bayonetta 3, dude, and I really hope it's a Switch exclusive.
It has to be. They work too.
Maybe they're like, we're developing Bayonetta 3, but we're gonna port Bayonetta 2 to the Switch. And we can have Bayonetta 2 and 3 on Switch.
Well, if they do that, they'll probably also announce when the Bayonetta amiibo will come out.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that would be smart if they were like, hey, Bayonetta 3 is coming. We're going to re-release Bayonetta 2 on the Switch, and if you you can buy a bundle with the Bayonetta amiibo. That also works in Smash Brothers. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
I'll say Bayonetta 3, yeah. Now, if they shock the world and they say Bayonetta 3 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, I think fans would feel like it's a betrayal.
Yeah. I agree with you. I feel like but I feel like them doing that would really be like, that would just be a detriment to them as a company, because 2 doesn't exist on any other platform but Wii U.
Yes.
And so, like, how do you get that second part of the story if you're an Xbox One or PS4 owner? And how do you appease the fans who are Wii U owners who bought a Switch and really want the last part of that story? I don't know. How do you do that? I really feel like at this point, they've already made a decision. They're like, hey, we put the second game out on Nintendo. This is a Nintendo property now. Like, I don't know.
I mean, they have to put it on. Like, I would be glad that they put Bayonetta 3 on Switch because Nintendo made y'all popular in other games like Transformers Devastation, Ninja Turtles, The Legend of Korra. Even though some of those games are very bad, you got recognized by Activision to make these games. Like, people were coming to because of Bayonetta 2. So why would they just be like, well, Bayonetta 3, we want to put it on the Switch, but didn't nobody buy it?
Yeah, I think the only way I could see them appeasing fans would be if it was a Switch timed exclusive, and then they released it on PS4, Xbox One, maybe 60 days later, 90 days later, 6 months later.
Sega has to pay for everything. Sega would have to pay.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know, because like, even though Bayonetta 2 did well on Wii U, that series still, technically has underperformed.
Yeah.
And does Sega really want to pay for that? Like, do they really want, like, with all the success Sega is having lately with, Persona's super popular, all the Atlas stuff they're doing,
right?
All the money they're spending on trying to make a Sonic revival. Do they really want to put all that money into Bayonetta again when they already have a partner, Nintendo, that has saved this property once before? Like, I think that this would be a good move for both parties, saying, look, Nintendo Switch is not just a kids, like, Nintendo's not just a kids company anymore. Look, we have Zelda, we have Bayonetta, we have these games you want to play here, and Bayonetta you can only play here.
Right.
And Nintendo picks up the marketing. Nintendo gets a quote mature style game to show off their new system. Sega doesn't have to pay for the marketing. Sega doesn't have to pay for the publishing. Platinum gets to make the game they want because Bayonetta is their baby. I feel like, in terms of a business decision, this would be the smartest thing for Sega, would be to go in with Nintendo and publish this game.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I feel like that's the smart way. And Sega already has a strong relationship with Nintendo in terms of, like, getting Sonic games on there. Sonic always comes to Switch first, or at least the Wii U. I mean, those games came to Wii U. I don't think Lost World or Sonic Boom ever came to any other console, right?
Nope.
So, like, I think Sega already has a strong relationship. Platinum has a strong relationship with Nintendo, with Mad World and Bayonetta too. Like, it's just a smart business move. It's just a smart move.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like they would be doing themselves a disservice by giving this game to PlayStation and Xbox owners, because they didn't get the second part of the story. So why would you play the third part of the story? Like, they're going to lose sales there anyway.
Because they think that because it's a big player base or ownership of those systems, that all they need to do is just make a game, put it over, and once it hits PS4, people will buy that version because it seems that the PS4, for whatever reason, is superior to the Xbox One. But I'm just like, no, people are going to buy it on Switch, because if they work once again with Nintendo, one of the best game designers, then the property is in good hands. If it's not in good hands of Nintendo, don't nobody want to play that stuttering mess that people played on PS3 with the first Bayonetta. And then the superior version, it will be the Xbox version. People don't want to do that.
Yeah. Plus, I'm looking at this in terms of, like, putting Bayonetta on. Bayonetta is going to get crushed against games like, Call of Duty's coming there, Destiny's coming there, Prey, Mass Effect, Shadow of War, like, all these games that aren't really coming to Switch. Switch needs that big third party push, and what better way to do that than get Sega on board to publish it on Switch? Because Switch has the Nintendo games, Switch has the indie games. This will be a good step into getting that third party on board with Switch. And Bayonetta is not a powerhouse third party, but is a strong, quality third party game that will get the ball rolling for other companies. So yeah, I mean, I think that's the smartest thing everybody involved can do.
Yeah, they have to. At this point in time, Sega has to. I mean, Sega has made too much money off of Nintendo systems.
Yeah,
and they won't make that much money off of anything else, any other system.
Yeah, and we saw with Bayonetta 2, like that game sold over 1 million copies on Wii U. Like that's a strong for one system that statistically undersold. Like to have 1 million copies sell on one system that sold 13 million units, like that's awesome.
Yes,
for a game like that. So, and Switch owners right now are hungry for something to play after they're done with Zelda. Like that is such an amazing game to put there. Like, I really think that they're going to port Bayonetta 2 to Switch, and then this is an announcement for Bayonetta 3, and either A, Bayonetta 2 is a pre-order bonus, or B, they're like, hey, we're going to print a limited run of Bayonetta 2 on Switch. You can download it from the eShop if you can't find a physical copy. And then, Bayonetta this holiday with Mario and Xenoblade. And that'll be the lineup for the fall. Will be Fire Emblem in August, Bayonetta in September. October will be, Xenoblade, and then November will be Mario.
Yeah.
Gosh, what an awesome holiday lineup. And that's not even saying, okay, NBA 2K is coming, FIFA's coming,
right,
Skyrim's coming, at some point Octopath Traveler's coming this year. All those amazing games they said were coming in 2017. Like, oh my gosh, that lineup just got so much bigger, and that's going to rival anything Sony and Microsoft do this fall.
Right.
Nintendo's lineup, if that's Nintendo's lineup, Fire Emblem Warriors, Skyrim, NBA 2K, Bayonetta, Xenoblade, Mario, and potentially Pokemon somewhere in there. Like that lineup is going to murder PlayStation's lineup. It is going to murder Xbox's lineup. And that's even with Scorpio coming with, Crackdown 3 as some sort of launch title. Like this is going to murder Sony and Microsoft. Microsoft and Sony could not dream of a better lineup. I am sorry.
They're going to have Destiny 2. So everybody's putting their baskets in Destiny 2.
About Destiny right now. I went and pre-ordered Destiny 2. Yes, I'm really excited for Destiny 2. That's the only game. That is the only game I am excited for PlayStation.
But this is the thing. Destiny 2 will have a lot to prove. It has to make up for that 6 when it first came out. It has to make up for those issues of the server problems and have part of the DLC being broken at times and glitches. Like Destiny 2 has a lot to prove when that game comes out. Everybody has pretty much seen some of the stuff that's going on for Nintendo's fall lineup, and everybody's ready for that. And then with E3, if there's more games that's coming out for holiday that they haven't shown yet, it's going to be like, where do I put all my money at for this holiday season? Do I put it in this one game, or do I put it in these 6 or 7 games that's probably going to be keeping me playing throughout not only this year but next year?
I mean, let me tell you, like I think it's been so long since we've said this, but I think Nintendo has way too much coming out this year, and spilling into next year. We already know Fire Emblem proper for Switch is coming in the spring of next year. Like This E3 is going to be about Mario. It's going to be about Xenoblade. It's going to be about Fire Emblem, and it's going to be about Pokemon and potentially Bayonetta. Like, that is the strongest launch year lineup that you could possibly have for people looking for Switches this holiday. Not to mention Zelda, Mario Kart, Splatoon. Like, look, did you hear all those games I just named off for Switch in one year?
Yes.
I gotta write this down. I want to see titles. I want to see what this looks like written down. I want to see, because like when I tell people what they're going to be like, why are you excited for Switch? This is what I'm going to tell them. Next week we could be having a totally different conversation about Bayonetta and whatever this, Sega launch lineup thing or Sega timer is. And next Tuesday mark it next Tuesday when we record the show. Like I want to wait for this timer to go down because it's until we do our show, because this is the thing that's going to be dominate our show next week, is that whatever this timer means and what happened, and if this is really Bayonetta coming to Switch or Bayonetta coming to something else and not Switch. Like, this timer is going to dominate the conversation next week. Yes. But before this timer goes off in this show, after I'm done, I'm going to edit the show right away as soon as we're done, even though I got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's 11. Let's see. So Nintendo Holiday 2017 for somebody who hasn't bought a Switch. Okay, so we got Zelda, right?
Yes.
Zelda. These are just major third party. This is not including the indies or anything. We've got Splatoon 2.
Well, these are
we got Mario.
So these are Nintendo. These are first party and third party.
Yeah, this is major third party and Nintendo first party games. We've got Zelda, Splatoon, Mario Kart. Hold on. Where's my list? Let's see. ARMS.
ARMS.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
Xenoblade. Skyrim.
Mario Odyssey.
Mario. Potentially Bayonetta. 2 Sonic games.
Yes.
And that's good. I mean, Sonic Mania is going to be huge. I'm so excited for Sonic Mania.
It's Snipper Clips. Like, that is a strong title that's out right now that people are still playing.
Bayonetta, Street Fighter 2, which, we may not be excited for that, but everybody I've talked to that wants a Switch is like, screw Street Fighter 5. I want to play Street Fighter 2.
Right.
So Street Fighter is another major game. I mean, do I want to? I don't know. Disgaea 5 is a third party game that's pretty cool. Puyo Puyo Tetris comes out the same week as Mario Kart.
K Story. We just mentioned K Story Plus.
Yeah, and
Rye.
And okay, so NBA 2K18. Sorry, I'm reading what I'm writing. This is really good radio, so I hope you're watching and not listening.
And everybody, FIFA. just to let you know, Konami did put a listing out for hiring people to bring to so it's a possibility that whoever they hire can be working on Contra, can be working on Castlevania, can be working on some of their old games, and
You think that Twin Snakes rumor is true?
I don't think so.
Okay. So without any of the indies, without any of Binding of Isaac and Cave Story, any of that. So this is for somebody looking for Switch this holiday. And, these are all the games that they did say were coming out in 2017. And yes, Nintendo UK did say that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be coming out in 2017, fully translated in English. So, Zelda, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart, ARMS, Fire Emblem Warriors, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Skyrim, Mario Odyssey, potentially Bayonetta 2 port and or Bayonetta 3, Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, Street Fighter 2, NBA 2K18, FIFA.
That's a strong list. That is a strong list.
If you want to include smaller games, Shovel Knight's already out. Ukulele is coming, which is a killer title for a Nintendo system.
Lego
City Traveler.
Lego City Undercover is out today.
Right. Okay, so those are other games. Minecraft, Lego Worlds, Lego City Undercover. What was that? What was the other game I was just talking about? Disgaea 5. Like, yeah. That's like 20 games right there. 20 games. And that's not even including downloadable games like Snipper Clips, Shovel Knight, Fast RMX, Snake Pass, which, by the way, is awesome. Bomberman, which, by the way, I don't care what anybody 6.5 says, that game is fun.
It's so. Why do you think Castlevania and Contra might be coming back, and they need to be on Switch when they come back?
Mm-hmm.
They need to.
Like,
and we haven't even like No More Heroes. Like, that's, we don't know what the official announcement is going to be, but if they show that at E3, it'll be like coming at the end of this year. Oh, that's another top tier quality game.
Yeah,
No More Heroes 3. Oh, that's going to be a big seller. It needs to be a big seller.
Yeah, I mean, I love No More Heroes on Wii. That's like, I mean, that's one of the games I went out of my way on Wii to play was No More Heroes. That game was awesome. I think that game has style. I think that Travis Touchdown is an awesome character. Like, I'm really surprised he hasn't shown up in Smash at some point yet. Which, that's another thing. That is another thing. There's a huge rumor that Smash Deluxe is coming too. Like, you put that alongside these games, like, that is too much this year for Nintendo. And the last time I said that was the Wii U launch, was the last time I said this is too much to buy it for a Nintendo console at one time.
Well, I said that in 2014 because we had Hyrule Warriors, Captain Toad Treasure Tractor, Bayonetta 2. We had like a hot Nintendo game every month from September to December.
Yeah, but you look at this list, we're going to have 2 or 3 Nintendo titles every month.
Yes.
Oh. And like, people are always arguing, like, what's coming besides Mario and Zelda? This is your list. And yeah, somebody might not care for, the Muso style Fire Emblem Warriors games, but that's when you move to Skyrim. Somebody might not care about ARMS, but you can move to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And like, somebody might not care about Street Fighter, but that's when you go to Bayonetta. Like, there is something for everybody on this list.
And we haven't even mentioned at the end of the holiday, the Zelda DLC with new story content will be dropping.
Right.
If you already paid $20 for your Zelda copy, for your Zelda DLC, you're getting more Zelda. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, people,
I don't know if I can play more Zelda. There's so much.
But see, everybody was complaining about that DLC. Once they touch Breath of the Wild, they'd be like, okay, let me pay for this DLC. Because they knew what they were getting with this when the content is coming. Like, a whole new story mode. This is Nintendo. Party working on it now. Who knows how long that story stuff is going to be? That might be 30 extra more hours to the 200 some hours that you played to the game, trying to collect everything.
You know what I just thought of that hasn't even been put on this list yet?
Which one?
Virtual Console.
Yeah.
Virtual Console.
And shoot, you got Neo Geo games on that system right now.
I know. Have you played the ports of Metal Slug and Metal Slug 3?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're so good. They're so dumb, but they're so good.
Because I own the Wii Metal Slug collection. That's why.
Okay. Man, like Metal Slug is so dumb, but it's so good at the same time. It's like it's totally like rip off Contra, but like in this stupid
Yes.
little artistic way. It's that game is adorably violent.
Turn into zombies and your bomb is throwing up a whole bunch of blood, killing the whole screen.
Yeah, gosh. I mean,
Dude,
I
and
just
we haven't even mentioned the possibility of GameCube's touching that system for eShop. Because
I
once
know.
GameCube touch, it's a done. If Sega moved Dreamcast on Switch and GameCube comes out, yeah, it literally is a done deal.
Yeah,
You can have
yeah,
Scorpio, you can have Pro, whatever you want. Of those top games that came from Dreamcast and from GameCube, come on, that much Skies of Arcadia. If that touch on a Nintendo console, it's a done deal.
yeah. And like me and Joey were talking the other day, and like we really want a Skies of Arcadia Legends HD, the GameCube version. We really want a Skies of Arcadia HD.
And Sega could do that, and people will buy it.
Yeah, I know.
People literally will buy. And
it's gonna be so good, dude. It's just
and if
oh, man.
if Ubisoft bring Beyond Good and Evil 2 to Switch, if that rumor does come true, that's good. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, we didn't even mention Monster Boy. The Monster Boy remake is getting a physical copy, I hope. And you know, because like people who have deep love for the Master System. My cousin has deep love for the Master System. We didn't mention like any of the indies like Shakedown Hawaii or Oceanhorn or
Mr. Shifty.
Oh god, Mr. Shifty's gonna be awesome. Oh gosh, be so poor. I'm so sad just thinking about how empty my wallet is.
You know, so I mean, there's going to be a ton of content, a ton of games to play on Switch from I'm going to say from this summer until the end of the year. And you can't say, well, there's no games for the systems. No, there's no games that meet the games that you like to play. But there is content if you're willing to give it a try. If you want to play something new and test your skill or get some new skills, Switch is going to be the system to have everything new, like indie, eShop, and new holiday games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just I'm like, if this Bayonetta announcement is something to be excited about, which regardless of whatever it is, like Bayonetta, I like that series a lot. So regardless of what that countdown's for, I'm going to get whatever this is. I'm hoping, because they released that 8-bit Bayonetta on Steam for free.
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping like it's the only thing that would really like suck is if that countdown was for like the 8-bit version coming to Switch, which I would probably play it, but like I would be so disappointed if it wasn't a full Bayonetta game, whether it's Bayonetta 2 or 3 or something. But like I will buy it regardless of what platform it comes to, because I like stylized action games like DMC and Bayonetta. I mean I love Bayonetta a lot, but I really hope that Nintendo and Sega made a good business decision and decided to put this on Switch.
Sega knows now that Bayonetta 2 has to stay on Nintendo system. If it goes to the other ones, it's not gonna. They're gonna get complaints that why the Nintendo fan are not getting Part 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why did you go back to these two systems that now you have to put a higher budget into these games, and it now has to sell maybe 2 or 3 million just to get your money back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can't. And Platinum knows they cannot do what they did to Scalebound ever again. That cannot happen. If they're going to do Bayonetta 3, you're going to have to choose one console, and everybody wants the game on Switch. They will buy it. If you release a deluxe version of Bayonetta 1 and 2 with some improvements. It's a new DLC. And then you'll
Mhm.
not be Bayonetta 3 for Switch. People will be like, yes, now let's go and support Platinum by buying this game when it comes out.
Yeah, and like the smartest thing, like even though they might have lost a little bit of money on it, the smartest thing Sega did and Platinum did was include Bayonetta 1 with that initial run of Bayonetta 2 copies. That was the smartest thing they could have done because now you can play the whole series on Nintendo consoles.
Right.
And now Bayonetta is pretty much associated with Nintendo because of the way they included not only the first game, the second game's an exclusive, and the costumes, the Nintendo style costumes that so that plus including her in Smash was also a super smart idea. So
yes,
I mean, I because my first experience with Bayonetta was on Wii U. I played Bayonetta 1, and then Bayonetta 2 was just phenomenal. Bayonetta 2 was phenomenal on Wii U. I played with the Pro Controller. It was phenomenal. And I don't care if they port Bayonetta 1 to Switch, but I would really love to have a port of Bayonetta 2 on Switch and then 3 come out next year. Right. That's what I'm looking at is like, what if this announcement is Bayonetta 2 releasing during the summer, like a $40 or $50 Bayonetta 2 upgrade to Switch? Because let's face it, a lot of people that have Switches right now didn't get a Wii U. So that's a good time for them to jump on that game.
Right.
Plus an announcement of Bayonetta 3 for next year, and we'll see it in a Nintendo sizzle reel at E3.
Right. And people are
2018 release.
Dude, and people are regretting that they didn't buy Bayonetta 2 when it had both games. People are regretting that they didn't buy it when it came out because now it's a hard thing to find, and people are now charging about almost $80 to $100 to get it.
Mm-hmm.
A used copy at that.
Yeah, a used copy right now on Amazon is $91.
That's insane.
And I mean, you can buy a new copy of Bayonetta 2 for $50 on Amazon, but it's only Bayonetta 2. You are not getting Bayonetta 1 with that. If you want that, a used copy is super expensive.
Right. So you're going to have to buy the digital version or on Wii U or pray for a Switch collection.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this counter, I'm counting down. Let's see. Where'd it go? I lost it. Too many windows open right now. Shoot. Blah 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 blah. Where did it go?
And when you mentioned Bayonetta being a smash, remember when the Final Fantasy VII music was playing for the Smash Direct, and Final Fantasy VII Cloud showed up in Smash, and everybody lost their mind.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. Like with Cloud being in Smash, that's another thing they can announce is like that for at least that first part of the Final Fantasy VII remake could also at some point be coming to Switch because it's being made on Unreal Engine 4, not the internal engine that 15 was made on.
Right.
Because that studio that's developing the 7 remake episodes or whatever, like they aren't using Square Enix's internal engine. They're using Unreal, which is very easily ported to Switch. The new tools that came out like a couple months ago have native Switch support on it. So that's another thing that could possibly be coming as a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Well, I think Sony got the exclusive on it to make sure people.
It's coming first to Sony. It is also coming to PC and Xbox One. But they said nothing about Switch because Switch was not announced yet.
Yeah.
So
and Square Enix as much money that Square Enix made off of that DLC of Cloud for Smash, they have. I mean, this game is going to be episodic, so put that on the Switch. I personally would say this: I don't care if it doesn't even get a physical copy down the line. If you put the game just on Switch to make it buy digitally, people would buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everybody gonna be like, the Final Fantasy series have returned back to the Nintendo console. Everybody wants it. Just like that Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm. That's so well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why like they keep skipping, but I mean, like we've gotten great games from Square for Nintendo consoles now anyway. Like the Bravely Default series is amazing. Octopath Traveler looks amazing. I Am Setsuna, by all accounts, is really awesome, and so like, I mean, I don't really care. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I haven't cared about Final Fantasy in a long time. Like the last game I truly enjoyed was 10, and the last game I enjoyed a lot enough to like make it through was 12. So like, I don't really have a lot of affinity for the series. I really like 9 and 10, and those are really the only two games that I really have a lot of nostalgia for. But you know, I don't like 7. I'm one of those people that doesn't like 7. I don't really care for 13 all that much. I've never played any of the Super Nintendo ones, so like I just don't have any affinity for the series. And if we don't get it on Switch, that's fine. But I mean, if we do get a 7 remake and it does turn out to have a similar combat system to 15 and it's good, like I will pick it up for Switch because I will play that. You know, I will play an action RPG with those characters, because it's not that I don't like the character designs or anything of 7. It's just by the time I got around to playing 7, I had already played 8, 9, 10, 12, and by the time I got back to 7, it felt so archaic that I just didn't want to play it. But if you update it a little bit and give me something cool to play on Switch, like I mean, I'll play it. So that's just my Final Fantasy rant for the show. I find myself ranting so much right now because like it's not only did I work a lot this morning, but I came home, I took a nap, I recorded a fireside chat with Matt, and then as soon as I got done with that, I went to the bathroom and came back to record this. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound tired, and when I get tired, I rant. So that's it.
Dude, I still got to finish my Whopper apple pie.
What?
It's like, yes, I had a. And I gotta get something to drink. I'm thirsty. I drank my chocolate milkshake, and I'm like, I'm thirsty again.
So okay, so this Bayonetta countdown, back to Bayonetta. Next Tuesday at noon, this counter will be done.
Okay. So
well, it'll be 11 your time. So noon our time. So we might not record Monday. We'll probably record Tuesday after this. Tuesday night. I work I work that morning.
Okay.
So it'll probably be right after that I get off. So I mean, or whenever we're free. But
that Monday is my birthday. So
oh well, happy birthday, Edward.
Thank you.
Even though I'll talk to you next week and every day.
We'll probably talk to each other after this podcast.
I know, probably. I'll probably be laying in bed trying to not sleep, and we'll just be messaging each other back and forth.
Right.
But I mean, that's kind of it. I'm excited for all this because like just the potential for what's coming to Switch this year is too much, and that excites as a huge Nintendo fan. That excites me. As someone who doesn't make a ton of money, and whatever money I do have goes towards, life responsibilities and like where I don't know if I want to say this on air or not, but we're planning on moving and talking about kids and stuff. So we're putting money away for that. And like, I don't have a lot of money to spend on games, but the ones I do spend on, like everything that's coming out this fall for the other two platforms, the only one I have pre-ordered is Destiny, and that's probably the only game I'm going to get for those platforms, unless Shadow of the Tomb Raider is finally revealed at E3. Then I'll buy that. But in terms of like Switch stuff, this is a long list of excitement.
And definitely for me working in retail, I'm going to get phone calls. I'm gonna have people come in every day to see how many copies we have, and those are going to probably be the games of the holiday season that's going to sell. Besides NHL and maybe Destiny, if it runs right.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny 2 is not coming to Switch, but I mean, I could see all the major sports games coming to Switch this year, which I will buy them all. Because A, I like sports, and B, I want more sports games next year. So I will be buying Madden and 2K at least. I'm not the biggest FIFA fan, but I would like to have a FIFA game for Switch. Like I used to buy Madden and NBA every year until like I just didn't have a lot of time for games. And I would buy FIFA like once every 2 or 3 years. But yeah, those sports games are going to be sitting real nice on my shelf next to all my other Switch games.
Ooh, you got some nice games. Oh, I just got it for the box. That's it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but like, oh my gosh, like I'm looking at my list right now, and like, when I get paid tomorrow, I'm going to pick up Lego City, and next week is or 2 weeks from now is Puyo Puyo Tetris and Mario Kart, and then Disgaea 5 and ARMS are probably in May, and it's just in June's probably going to be Splatoon and Redoubt, which is that other F-Zero game that looks really cool. And then this fall, right now, I have pre-ordered Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, Mario, and Skyrim. So, like, this is a good time to be a Nintendo fan, for real. And then after E3, and, like, I still need to figure out if Yooka-Laylee's going to have a physical copy or not. I need to pre-order Cave Story. Like, it's exciting. I'm so excited right now.
Dude, I like, when I get my Switch, it's just like, okay, now I know that the rest of the games that I'm buying for the year is going to pretty much be Switch, because like I don't even know what I'm getting for PS4. Like all the games that I want for PS4 are already out.
Like unless something like that Spider-Man rumor is true, or like they make some announcement at E3 that Days Gone is coming out, which like I'm not even that interested in Days Gone. I don't think that game looks that great. Like I know that's for like a very specific set of people, but like
right.
I'm so tired of the zombie stuff that like anytime I see something with zombies in it, I don't want to play it. Even like the Walking Dead games, like the Telltale ones, I'm just like, no thanks. Oh, by the way, speaking of Telltale, there's the rumor in a couple weeks they're going to make the announcement that the Telltale games are coming to Switch, like Guardians of the Galaxy and Batman or something are coming to Switch at some point.
Yeah, they need to.
And that would be amazing. That would be such an amazing place to play those games, especially if you're on a plane and you don't really feel like playing a game, but you're interested in like having that interactive like TV episode experience on a plane or something. Batman would be perfect. Like I don't really care for Telltale games, but that would be a place where I would play them. Oh, gosh. Ed, my mind keeps wandering, and I really want.
Well, Cuphead is the next game for Xbox One. Like I say, everything that I wanted for PS4 or whatever is pretty much out. Like Nier and Persona 5. Those two games, Persona 5 I have, just Nier is what I got to get. But nothing else after that. I'm gonna be at E3, be like, okay, it's God of War, it's Days Gone, it's Final Fantasy 7, it's Destiny 2 exclusive DLC, it's Call of Duty. It's Crash Bandicoot and Jack and Daxter. It's just like, yeah, they're interesting. Woohoo! Maybe we'll see Yakuza 6 and whatever Shenmue 3 or 4, whatever that game is. We'll probably see some of that. We're not gonna be like, okay, yeah, but none of that really interests me besides probably the Yakuza game. So
Yeah. So okay, so I found the article, and it's a real. It's like it's not like a fan article or anything. This is from GameSpot on where'd it go? March 17th. Nintendo Switch versions of Telltale's Batman and Guardians of the Galaxy have been potentially leaked. Multiple retailers, including Best Buy, Target, and GameStop, all have listed Switch versions of the two episodic games, despite no official announcement from Telltale. Later in the story, update. When asked for comment, a representative from Telltale reiterated to GameSpot that Guardians of the Galaxy is slated to premiere digitally in 2017 on all consoles, PC, and mobile devices, but did not comment on the possibility of Telltale's Batman coming to Switch, which leaves us to believe that Guardians of the Galaxy will at some point be coming to Nintendo's handheld hybrid console. I mean, that's about as official as they can get. So, like,
right.
I mean, I'm not going to get Guardians until they put out the retail copies, like the retail version.
Yeah.
But like this is gonna be another rant, so hold on to your pants. I'm kind of over the superhero stuff too. But stuff like Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that has enough action and enough comedy in it that will it just changes the perception of those genres so much that I'm super interested in this Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game, and it's the first time I've been interested in a Telltale game since The Wolf Among Us.
Yes.
And I really, really hope this comes to Switch. And I would play the Batman one too if it came to Switch. I would buy it because I would like the Telltale games to come to Switch eventually. So
or even do season 2 of Batman.
Yeah, plus I would play the Batman one just because I've heard so many good things at how it plays with the Batman canon.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to? It wasn't Kyle. I forget who it was. Shout out to Kyle, by the way. We miss you.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't you. It was someone I was working with, and they compared how not to compare it to this, but they said that the way Telltale handled Batman canon is so much like the way Christopher Nolan changed Batman's canon. The way they played with characters and your expectations of the characters and how they defied your expectations. So that's what excites me about these Batman games, because I like Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. I don't love them, but I like them enough. They're superhero movies that I can tolerate and watch. So I really want to experience the Batman one. But everything since November has been a wait and see to see if it comes to Switch. And that's one of the ones I held off on. Fingers crossed. And Guardians looks good too. So sorry, another rant. I'm sorry. I talk too much. Stop me, Ed.
No.
Make me stop.
No. That's good. That's excitement that the Nintendo community needs. To show that, we want these games. We need these games to play because we're willing as consumers and as gamers ready to shell out this money to enjoy the content that these developers and publishers bring to us.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to talk about anything else, but that's kind of all the big news and topics. The Bayonetta thing is huge, and some of these games that are coming to Switch is big news. So
yeah,
plenty of stuff to be excited for Switch, and like, I mean, this is like the second time we've gone over this huge list of Switch games coming this year for people who are excited, and like it was kind of spawned by the Bayonetta thing, but like there's still a lot to be excited for this system, and Bayonetta is just another cake on top of the cake that Nintendo's giving us.
right.
I mean, I was gonna say like sprinkles on the cake, but it's literally another cake on top of a cake. So
yeah, I want more Bayonetta, and
it's like the chocolate.
I have to play on Switch.
I know. I have to play this game on Switch. Like, it's like Bayonetta's like the chocolate cake with the chocolate icing on top of the red velvet cake that is the Switch and Zelda. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is for me. And like, don't tease me with that chocolate. That's gonna be a meme that goes around now. See, it's gonna be a picture of your face that says, "Don't tease me with that chocolate." Yes.
Yes.
Well, what do you say we wrap up this episode and come back on Thursday and record another?
But there'll be more announcements because there is a party game that got announced for Wii U, but not Wii U, for Switch, that I just looked at. So we can probably talk about that Thursday, and hopefully I will be done with Zelda, and we could talk about that.
Yeah, so we could spoil the ending, so that's like a pre-episode warning. And if you do beat it by then, and we do have that conversation, we will preface it with a full spoiler warning. So I do want to talk about the ending because I absolutely adored the ending. Like, not I'm talking about the stuff that happens after you beat Ganon. Like, that whole scene I want to talk about. That whole couple of scenes afterwards I really want to talk about. Because the character's personality in those scenes really comes out, and I really just want to talk about it. So please beat it so I have someone to talk about it with.
I will be working on it.
Like, even though like this game is like a month out, like it's still like tiptoeing around spoilers for people. Oh, it's just
okay.
Yes. Yes. Ed, where on the internet can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @VirtualCode. You can hear my podcast, Optional Opinion, at SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and other podcast apps, and the AnomalousRadioNetwork.podbean.com. And you can hear my other podcast, World 101, at Shout Engine, iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud, and other podcast apps. You guys can find me there. If you still have a Wii U, Optional Opinion is my friend kind of name. Once I get my Switch, I will be posting it there. If you guys want to hit me up in the NGR Radio Facebook page and to get my 3DS friend code, you can also do that too. I'll be putting it out there for you guys to check out. So we can play Smash online and have fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can find me at Corey Hudson in HD on Twitter, Corey in HD on Instagram. You can find all of our content on our YouTube page. Just search NGR Radio or on ngrradio.com. Join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/NGR Radio Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at NGR Radio Podcast. You can find Pow Block usually every Tuesday, but we're late this week. I'm sorry. And most Fridays. Got to get back on that schedule. I'm sorry.
Well, last week we did a 2-hour show, so that other hour made up for Friday.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Where else? You can also find me on NGR Radio, our other podcast. Ed, we were just talking about you on there tonight. We need to get you back on that show
Yes.
more frequently, as well as get Matt on this show more frequently. Let's see what else. I think that's it.
At this time, that is it. But everybody get ready for E3 talk within probably about next month, getting close to June. We'll probably be making predictions. We want to hear what you guys think of what should be on the Switch or what's going to be announced for E3. Corey's going to be watching. I'm going to be watching. We'll probably be on multiple podcasts, but definitely check out Power Block when that Tuesday or maybe that Wednesday, whenever Nintendo release all the information, we're going to be going in.
My hope is that Thursday I've got a lot of work to do in terms of the back end stuff for NGR and everything that's happening there. My plan is to set up a Twitch page, and what I really, really want to do is do at least a Nintendo, whatever they decide to do, a watch thing for at least you and me, and maybe a couple other people if they want to join us on our Twitch page, and then do a reaction to it, and then a proper podcast. So I want to do all that, and I want to have our Twitch page ready, which I'm going to actually set that up on Thursday and probably stream some Zelda on there just to kick it off and have just like a Thursday stream
to test it.
Yeah, and all that stuff. So that's the plan I want to have. So I don't know, maybe Friday we can do E3 predictions, or next week's Tuesday episode. But I really want to do that soon. You know what? We should wait till the Bayonetta thing.
Yes.
Sorry, we should wait for that.
Yes, because there'll probably be because there's probably going to be new info after the Bayonetta comes out that we're probably going to be discussing. But people are just ready to get it geared up for Scorpio announcements, and people are probably gearing up for what Sony's going to be talking, what games they're going to be talking about, because like God of War will be their big game. But for Nintendo, we don't know. A lot of indie companies are making announcements for games coming, so maybe they will show at E3. We don't know. With Nintendo, who knows what will happen? I would say this: and I still stand by this, if they announce for Virtual Console Mother 3,
what if that's what they launch Virtual Console with? Is Mother 3?
Oh shoot!
Like they're like, hey, guess what? We're launching Virtual Console with. We're launching it with these 5 GameCube games, these Super Nintendo games, and you can now buy Mother 3 for the first time.
Well, if they open up the show with Mother 3, I would be
what they should do though, for real, and they would make so much more money this way, is say, yeah, you can download Mother 3 on the eShop, or you can buy the Earthbound trilogy as a standalone physical thing. I broke it.
Get close to the screen. Close to the screen.
No, I'm scared. I don't know if you're going to kiss me or slap me.
Get close to the screen.
I don't know.
Come on.
I can't. My desk is in the way. This is as close as I get. Oh my gosh.
Because
I'm just saying, I think that would be super cool.
And I would tell you right now, I would not, Corey, on Twitch, I would leave right now, and during that Twitch stream, I would leave and go to the nearest GameStop and be like, I need to pre-order this now, because
I might do that too.
Because literally, if that happens, and if they be like for $70, you could get all 3 games physical release.
I think it'd be 40. I think you sell. I think just because of the cost of the carts, like you would sell the physical. You would sell the physical for like $40 or $50, but you would get a cool. Remember, like the cool box Earthbound came in with like the strategy guide and stuff.
Yes.
What if it came with like a mini manual inside, and had like a lot of cool art. The way that like, did you see the bind?
But
did
they
you
had
see the Binding of Isaac like Zelda style pamphlet that it came with?
Yes.
What if they did that for Earthbound, but did it in the style of this old strategy guide and put it in the physical copy? And that was the only way you could get that was with the physical copy.
Well, that's why I said $70, like a collector's edition for that. Because Nintendo wouldn't charge no $100. The thing about it is everybody would be trying to get that pre-order.
Yeah.
And because it's only gonna be like 5-minute drive for me, I'd be like, bye.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that I put $10 down.
Yeah, it's literally I don't know, probably like a 5-minute drive for me as well. It's in my closest one. So
yeah.
Wow, we just made a giant E3 prediction. That was awesome.
See, crap! Damn, we have to wait because I'm ready just to kill E3 with that.
We have to wait next Tuesday to make predictions. We're going to talk Bayonetta, and then we're going to talk E3 predictions. Next week's going to be a huge week for Power Block, and we need to be ready for it. So, store your excitement. Open something. Put your excitement inside. Close it up, and then next Tuesday we can open it back up and let it out.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we did all of our plugs. So yeah, that was our little mini rant. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later this week.
Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo!